What's good, Life and Poetry fam? Welcome back to the channel with your boy, your host, the one and only, Marcus T, this guy. And we are back with another video as we close out calendar year 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time. It's that time. It's that time. It's crazy. It's crazy. Before I jump into this video, I want to make a quick announcement, all right? So, Life and Poetry, we will be shutting down officially tomorrow, which is the 21st, which will be the last day I will actually physically record a video and post on this channel until the new year, sometime in the new year. However, tomorrow, I'm going to finish out my videos, like I said, tomorrow for the rest of this month here. So there'll be 3 videos. This one and 2 other videos will come out for the month of December until we roll on to the new year. Now, most likely in one of the videos following this one here, maybe not the next video following this one here, but the one after, the final video that you'll see in the month of December will give you more updates and more insight of what's going to happen as we roll into 2022. But I want to say that, and I want to say this, guys, thank y'all so much for being with your boy and rocking with me through all the twists and turns and all these things here. Those of you who stayed, those of you who didn't want to stay, those of you who watched the videos and don't subscribe, I still thank you for your views. I thank you for just being a part of the team, being a part of my process, being part of my journey here with YouTube and Life and Poetry as we build together and we build this foundation for this family, so on and so forth. But yeah, I wanted to say that there, like I said, more on that will come out. And with the last video, see, but we will be shutting down, I said, on the 21st, which is tomorrow, with physically recording a video. So there are pre-recorded videos such as this one here that will drop as the month goes on, but physically I will not be recording any content for the channel for the rest of this year. However, TikTok is still up, and so is Instagram, so is the Facebook Life and Poetry page. I don't know how often I'm going to be posting on those pages there as we close out the month, but I'm going to try to keep content coming on those platforms. Primarily probably Instagram and TikTok more so. The Facebook Life and Poetry page will probably come with updates. Like I said, it's just I'm telling you guys here, we on that page. Just so you guys can stay up to date with the information that's coming out. But today's not about that. Today we're gonna jump into another video. We're still in the lane of poetry. You know, like I promised you guys, this month we're gonna dedicate to poetry. But before we jump into the content today, before we jump into this video, guys, what is it? Oh, if you are new here, or if you have been here before and have not already done so, guys, go do me a huge favor. Go ahead and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. And once you've done that, please remember to turn on your notification bell so that you can be notified every time we here at Life and Poetry drop a new video. And remember, we say we because you never know who's going to grace us with their presence here on the channel. Remember, guys, thumbs up if you like the video, thumbs down if you don't. It's all love with your boy here. It's about love no matter what. If you like it, if you don't like it, it's all love. It's all love with your boy here. But yeah, so today's video, guys, I want to talk about word choice, right? Or more specifically, your vocabulary. You know, the words that you choose to use, the words that you know, the words that you use daily, the words that you're learning, so on and so forth. And why it's important in your creative writing, specifically poetry, because we're talking about poetry, right? But remember, these tips, tools, and techniques, they translate not only to poetry, but it also other forms of literature, and also in your day-to-day communications with people. Like as you're talking to individuals, it transforms there as well. It translates there as well. Let me cut my nose hairs. It tickle a little bit. But it's a word choice, right? So you probably asking right now to yourself, why are we talking about word choice and why is it so important? It's just words. It's just words. You're right. They're just words. However, if you don't know those words, you don't have nothing to talk about. You don't have nothing to say. A lot of times in a situation, you'll see yourself in an environment where you're hearing people talk, either in a different dialect, such as native language, or using words that are just out there. I call them SAT words. Those words that you don't always use all the time, but they end there somewhere. Like you know they're there, but you don't typically tap into them all the time. Yeah, those words there, right? So as you're moving about, specifically in poetry, your word choice is important. Because as you go on, the more you begin to write and you run out of words, then stuff becomes redundant. You start to repeat words, repeat phrases. and it becomes a norm, right? And it's because lack of vocabulary, or thereof. And it's okay. It's okay. I'm not saying you got to know every word in the dictionary to be a great writer or so on and so forth. No, nah, no, no. I'm not saying that one bit because I don't know tons of words, but I do try my best to engulf myself in certain things where I know that new words will pop up. Um, and if I don't know a word, I'll look it up right in a moment. If I'm reading something I don't know it, right? If I don't know how to pronounce it, I'll look up how to pronounce it. If I don't know how to, if I don't know the definition of it, um, if I don't know the definition of the word, then I'll go and look it up. And it's interesting because what I used to do when I first started writing was, if I didn't know how to pronounce the word, that I would skip over the word and say such and such blank, such and such, and I would just fill it in and go in my head. But it works sometimes. Other times you're like, okay, you're missing some of what's being said. So now let's figure it out. Let's go and look it up. And I believe I mentioned to you guys when I first started this year. I believe when I did the calendar breakdown, I mentioned this book that I had. That I started reading through. My best friend, my cousin, got me this book some time ago. It's called You Poet. The book is called You Poet. I know it's probably backwards. I'm gonna put it up there. I'm gonna put it in the screen, the pop up there. But this book really helps out with breakdown and understanding certain elements of poetry, certain elements of writing. Such as finding your voice as a poet. I did a video on that. I did a video on I think we just did the publishing video. And now we're doing the word choice from this book here. This is a great tool to help you gauge and understand where you want to go to, so that you can further yourself in your craft. I'm all about finding tools that help you perfect where you are at that moment, who you are, where you are, and where you want to go to. A lot of times, I'll speak for myself. A lot of times, I found myself trying to adapt with just a select amount of resources and say I can build off of that. I mean, it's cool for the beginning, but then when you go through that, it's like, okay, what's next? Okay, how can I build on this? I've done this already. I've done this already. So it becomes a redundancy, and it becomes the problem, right? And I want to read something to you from this here. Let me see. I didn't highlight. I probably should have highlighted it, but where you go? Where's here you go. Yeah. So this part of the chapter I was reading is the chapter is called Word Choice, right? So the part of the chapter says, vocabulary is sort of like a screwdriver to any contractor. Each looks and feels pretty similar, but only the right one will get the job done right, right? So let's put that in context, right? If you don't know a specific word and it may fit, it may look like it fit, but is it really delivering what you want to deliver? Is it really packing that punch that you know that's stated in that specific text, in that specific stanza, in that specific line? Are you able to build on that? Are you able to intrigue yourself and the writer with your choice of words? Phrasing, word choice, all these things play a big part in perfecting and going to that next step, that next stage in your writing. So I really encourage you all to take time to expand your vocabulary. Don't just. I'm not saying take this. I'm not saying to dedicate time reading the dictionary or the source or so on and so forth. But if that's what you want to do that. But there are other ways of doing it. Like when you're reading, say if you're in school and you have a reading assignment, 9 times out of 10 there's gonna be something on that page that you might know how to pronounce. You can spell. You can say it so eloquently, but you might not understand the true definition of it. Right? Now you write that word down. You go back. You look it up. And you keep repeating it to yourself until you can you understand the definition, you understand the word, you understand the context in which you can use the word, and you start to adapt it into your normal vocabulary. I'm not saying walk around all the time to my onomatopoeia or supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, right? If you can work that into a sentence every day, kudos to you. I'm not finna do that, but as you're growing your vocabulary, you'll find that the more you work it into your normal conversation, the easier it is to use as you go about, and the easier it is to maneuver through. And you're digging in your tool bag and you find that screw, right? Okay, this word doesn't work, right? It fits right. It fits in there. I can make it fit. It looks good. It feels good. It sounds good. But is this where I want to be? Is this where it needs to be planted there? right? Not all the time. You want to find that right screw. Right? Oh, and this is the tip that's also in here, right? It's the tip of the book was it says speak then spell, right? And you do it in a repetitive sense, like I said, so that you can make it a normal thing, right? The more you speak a word, the more you spell it, then it's rooted into your head. Now you got it up there. You understand the word. You can spell it without even looking back into the book to see what it's spelled like. You know how to pronounce it. You know the definition of it. It's in your vocabulary now. It's there. Now it's in your word bank. You have a new word. Have a new word. And the trick is to do it constantly, that to the point where you're just tired of this word. Where you're like, you know what? I got it. I get it. I'm good. It's there. You know. It's just like, for instance, when you're listening to a song, right, and by the third time you've heard that song, it's so rooted into your head that you can recite it without even going back and you know the words of the song. Same way with your vocabulary. The more you go back and repeat it, you remember it, right? Repetition is key when understanding and learning new things. Riding a bike, you got to try it. You got to try and try again until you get it right. Swimming, same thing. Driving, you practice, you try, then you got it right. Vocabulary, you want to practice the word, you want to look it up, spell it, look at it, feel how it rolls off your tongue, how you form your mouth to say the word. All these things here play that part in getting you to the next space there. But word choice, like I said, finding out that your vocabulary is limited, it can be scary, but it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. Um, but I do challenge you to take that time to perfect perfect your vernacular to a point where it's okay. Now you can pull from anything in there, and you have it there to use at your disposal. Um, yeah, it's yeah, especially in day-to-day conversation. You know, a lot of times we have this stalemate when we're in conversation and we run out of things to say. And some people think that's because you don't know what to say at the time. And sometimes it is that. Other times it's the fact that you just don't know, how you fit in that position in that space there, because you really don't know what's going on, right? You got somebody who's talking about X, Y, and Z, and you still on A, B, C, D, E, F, and G when it comes to your extensive vocabulary. But again, it's not a bad thing. If you can make it work for you, then you make it work for you. But as a writer, you want to be able to have that extensive vocabulary so you can tap into those different avenues of things. And it'll go a long way. And it's okay. I know sometimes we struggle with things. We have certain, I'll say, disabilities when it comes to learning things. And that's okay. It's okay too. It's all right. But even then, you still can take the time to, as you engage in certain things, it may take a little bit hard, it may be a little bit more difficult, but I'm confident, just I'm sure you're confident that you can do it, you can get it done. But yeah, word choice is everything. I know, especially in this new book I'm working on, book number 2, title is to be determined. At this point, I described that title maybe 6 times. That's probably why it's on the shelf right now. I just got to come back and take a breath with it. But in this book here, it taps into a lane of things that you have to be able to adapt your word choice to fit the scenario or to fit the metaphor that I'm trying to get across. And if it doesn't fit, pun intended, you must have quit. Just like you just give up on it, right? But no, I want to make it work. So what I've done and what I've been doing for some time now is I've been going back into pulling words out of my vocabulary and replacing them with other words. Words that mean the same thing sometimes, and just words that are totally different. But I want to be in a space where I can build my vocabulary daily. I surround myself with people who converse and who can speak and these different things, different nationalities, and you pull from that and you say, oh, you know what? Okay, let me learn about this. Let me learn what this means. Let me learn how this fit in conversation, so on and so forth. And it's been working so far. It's been working so far. But yeah, again, guys, I challenge you guys to go in and practice extending your vocabulary. Practice new words. Get the word of the day calendar, so on and so forth. and just, and just go into. I even play the games where you got to unscramble the letters to make different words. Sometimes you don't know the words, but it gives you, if you tap on the word, it gives you the definition of it once you figure out how to spell it, so on and so forth. And I do that, and I write them down. I even save them to the phone most of the time. But it's imperative, especially again, like I said, in everyday walk, it's imperative to know how to use your vocabulary in many situations, and to have that extensiveness of it all, and to be able to tap into those different things, like I said. But again, I'm gonna say it again. I challenge you guys to go out and expand, and just allow it to grow, allow it to breathe, and allow it to take on a life of its own. And you'll see as you come in, oh man, I can use this instead of that. Oh man, this puts me here, and it gives me that advantage when I'm doing this, so on and so forth. But yeah, that's about it. Word choice. Creative writing, poets, novelists, songwriters, lyricists, what you want to call it. Extend and expand your vocabulary. Trust me, it will save you in a many of situations. Life and Poetry family, I think that's about it for today's video. I'm going to get some other stuff done, and we're going to get some more of these videos out today. We're going to record more today. So we got a lot to do. It's a lot to do, but we're going to get it done. I'm excited. I know you're excited. We're excited. We all going to be excited together, right? But yeah, guys, and take time out. If you want that book, I'm gonna put the screenshot up there and the video up there. Find it. I believe you may can find it on Amazon. For sure. I'm not quite certain you can find it out. But if I find it, I put the link for it. I put the link for the book in the description down below. As well as the screenshot up there in the video somewhere. But Life Poetry family, I thank y'all so much. I rock with y'all because y'all rock with me, and thank y'all for letting me rock with y'all. And thank y'all for all the support, love, and encouragement you guys are giving me along the way as we push through this treacherous time. Word, right? Treacherous. Push through this time of enduring and conquering, and all the above. And I really hope that you guys are taking this and that you can apply this to your day-to-day writing or your day-to-day life, if you will. Yeah. So. Hey, folks, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to close out the video here. I got to get some more work done. But I love y'all guys so much. Thank y'all so much. Remember, thumbs up, thumbs down. It's all love. Here with your boy, Life and Poetry. So I'm going to go. Y'all going to go. But remember to stay safe, be blessed. Or is it be blessed? It's be blessed, stay safe. Until next time, we out. Peace.